It's January 1st. Happy New Year. I'm leaving the wedding. The only thing I've got on my schedule, January 3rd at 10 a.m., taking a tour at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, down by my parents. I got a day to kill in between, so you know what I want to do. I want to go to another state park. Going down to probably spend the night in Ocala for the night. You know, what's going through my mind right now that I want to ask you is, where do people park in rural areas? I feel like I've figured out the urban areas pretty easily at this point. But when it comes to like country areas, do people go to parking lots? Yeah, if you got any tips for parking in rural spots, leave a comment below. I'm curious to hear. Good morning. I spent the night at this Walmart right next to the state park. There's no overnight parking signs here. Let's go have a day. Well, there is an enormous empty parking lot with theme park-like entrance over here. I have no idea what to expect from this park. I did no research. They built this boardwalk in a cypress swamp, and they left the cypresses up through the boardwalk. That is pretty cool. Somebody did this, and they did an amazing job. Here. If you have ever been to Disney World, surely this will remind you of it. And I'm sure that's no coincidence. What's beyond that gate? I don't know. But I'm ready to shell out some money. Or my state parks annual pass. This is unreal. So apparently the main attraction here and what brought tourists here historically starting after World War II, that's why all this looks so old, Florida old, is glass bottom boat tours, which pick up right here. It's a $2 entry fee and $11 glass boat tour. So you know I'm taking the glass boat tour. You may see wildlife, crystal clear water. You look down with 30 feet into the water and maybe manatees. I mean, that water is steaming warm in this cold morning. It is unreal. Wow. So I'm gonna take a walk. This bizarro tree whose trunk dips into the water, comes up onto this dock, and then crosses itself. Humans must have had a hand in that. Apparently a movie was filmed here, and this was a filming location. I just learned that this park became a state park in 2013. Until then, it was private. That makes a lot more sense now.
Because they've been here since 1938.
It's just like humans. They're now part of the situation here.
Yep.
That looks like a pretty prime drying spot.
It is.
Although this looks like maybe an old guy, or is it just that I'm seeing them up close for the first time?
If I had to guess, I would actually say that is a young lady.
Oh, it's a little one.
Young lady. And the only reason I'm saying that is because she's starting to display some of the amorphic sexual distinction, which is that their necks The males maintain that brown or almost black color,
Mm-hmm.
and the females, you see how the neck is starting to lighten up?
Yeah.
That's
Beige-ish.
Yep.
And then do the feathers always fluff up when they're drying like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So they are a very primitive bird. They produce no natural oil,
Cool.
and they use that long pointy beak that they have
Yeah.
as a spear.
Yeah.
That's how they catch their fish. Yes.
Talking to us?
Yep.
Begging? Do they
No.
beg? No, they fish.
Yeah, they fish.
There's a lot of fish. Humans can't fish here.
No, there's been no fishing here since 1941.
Cool.
President Franklin Delano Roosevelt designated the Silver River a federally protected wildlife refuge.
Ah, didn't know that.
Now,
So while it was a private
While it was
attraction,
still a
it
private
was
attraction.
also still a wildlife refuge.
Yep. The river itself, he came here in 1941, rode one of our glass bottom boats, and was so enamored with the natural beauty of the river.
Yeah, he was like, keep it this way.
It has to be saved. We have to do something to save it.
What is she saying to us?
I don't know.
Or is she just saying, I'm having a good day?
Well, there's another one right over here. And this one you
yeah.
can clearly tell
This
a
is the
female.
lady, yeah.
Yep, you see how it's
Yeah.
got that very beige, almost tan
The ermine
shell
scarf.
at the top. And she is doing really good considering about 3 months ago she had no wing feathers.
What
You know
happened?
She got into a fight with.
Oh, interesting.
She came up here one day and we were like, "What's going on with you?" And all she had was a little bone, the wing bone.
Wow.
And now, as you can see, she's got a full set of wings.
Gosh, what could have done that? Maybe cat or something.
I mean, it could have been a cat, could have been a gator, could have been a raccoon, could have been a possum. We like to tell people that they're basically today's modern pterodactyl.
Yeah, totally a dinosaur. No doubt about it.
Like that's a very, very primitive bird in the, just the aspect that it's a waterfowl that produces no oil.
Yeah.
But it's beneficial to them because they are fishing birds, so they absorb that water, they get less buoyant, and they can get
They can
deeper.
dive deep. It serves them. Interesting. Do you know how long do they usually end up on the drying rack like this? Like 30 minutes or
It
something?
really just kind of depends.
Yeah.
We've had her sit up here all day one day because she was just like, nope.
She was like, I'm
hang
full.
out.
I'm fine. I mean,
These
it
ones
looks
are
very
from
simple.
1965. So this is our third generation, technically, of boats. Our first
Third
one was
gen.
1910. Yep.
It's the
Our next
iBoat
one was
3.
1930, the iBoat 3. And they're all electric. They can run at brand spanking new for 3 days. We charge these ones every other day.
Huh.
And they are, I do believe, still the original batteries for 65. So.
Huh. What? What?
Give me that.
That little face.
There it goes. I hear it. I'll buy you a new one.
She says, "No, you're not."
He says, I'll follow.
Oh my gosh.
One of our captains here, Captain Oscar, has been here for over 51 years now, and I actually remember getting rides from him as a kid.
Really?
Yep. That is where the water originates from, right there. So we'll have different ways that the spring's working. Some will come out from below a ledge. Sometimes you'll see a boil just boiling out from the bottom. But anytime you see these light spots in the water, that's a telltale sign there's a spring nearby. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
How deep did you say that was?
About 26 feet.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to tell judging through that glass, but it's about 26 feet. These little guys are called brim. Some people call them bluegill, excuse me. Real easy to catch, small hook, a little worm on you all day long. Every Sunday afternoon I take my kid down the Ocala River and do just that. We have a blast.
So where does this river originate? Does it originate?
Right here. This is it.
This is
Yep.
the origin.
Yep. This is the origin, then it dumps off into the Ocala, then the St. John's, and eventually into the Atlantic Ocean. What do you folks see down there? See the long piece of wood? Tree. Any guesses?
Mast.
Yes. What kind of boat? How the Indians traveled through rivers.
Oh, canoe.
Canoe. That's
Dugout.
part of a dugout canoe. About 35 years ago, University of Florida came down here and picked up one of the smaller pieces. Hauled back up to Gainesville and carbon dated back to the 1500s. Some Moncton Indians. Down goes the phone. Oh, look at that. Long nose scar right there. Next one.
I'm setting up here for a bit and I can't wait to show off what I bought. First of all, really well designed postcards. Oh, I love a good postcard. And look at this beautiful thing. It was $1 each, but I bought 5 of them. And then I wasn't expecting to find this. The Florida State Parks passport. I thought you had to order it online. Oh, I cannot wait to read this and get them stamped. Oh my gosh, Cockroach Bay Preserve. It's an offshore island. See, like some of these parks you have to paddle to. There's no other option. This is where I'm looking. Silver Springs 101, 125. There's my stamp. There's my stamp. Oh, this is super exciting. Woo! I came out to the other entrance, the non-main entrance of Silver Springs State Park, and I used the picnic pavilions to cook lunch on, and then I took a little nap in my van, because when you live in your van, you can just take a nap in your bed at a state park. It's funny, when I went back to my parking spot in the first location, there was a big Ford Transit van parked right next to me in the shade. And when I woke up from my nap, the same Ford Transit van was parked behind me in the parking lot with their door thrown open so I could see a wooden frame with mosquito netting hanging on it. It's even amongst van dwellers, I think the minivans are invisible. So I'm going to take this walk and find my way to Tampa. I think I'll be taking US 41, which is really fun. I love taking US highways long distance. That's kind of what started this whole thing. My tour guide job on the Architecture River tours. It's like the must-see thing in Chicago. And everybody comes to Chicago to start their Route 66 road trips. And I used to get so jealous of them. And now I'm living that life. And it's awesome. If you'd like to see more adventures as I explore the state parks of Florida, hit subscribe, the button right there. And if you'd like this video, give it a thumbs up. Why not? You're here already. You made it this far. Thanks for hiking with me. And I'll see you in the next video.